It is Tell All
Tuesday.
Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Tell All Tuesday. We
Tell-
get them mixed up.
Yes.
This
Tell
one's
All
Throwback
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Klappat hakten alla barn. Fullfest hela
Well, I have stories because I didn't tell you the stories
No.
when you came in the door. So I'm
No
telling
idea
you
what we're about to
stories
talk about.
now. But you may have heard this story before, but I wanted to tell it. But 15, 20 years ago, when you were just teeny,
I don't do math. I'm not even going to try.
I did a radio show with Georgia Public Broadcasting with St. John Flynn.
Mm-hmm.
You remember me telling you about that?
I remember St. John. Yeah.
So I did this radio show, and it was every Friday, and it was called Fridays with Jackie.
Mm-hmm. I knew this.
And he would talk to me, and he would ask me about all this going on in the entertainment world and all, and et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just 5 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like nothing, but it was just 5 minutes. And at the end of the show, he would say, well, that's all the news for today, but we'll be back next week. And I would say, see you, St. John.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you know this story?
No.
You're smiling like you do.
I just have no idea where it's about to go.
Stay tuned.
I'm here.
But anyway, right after that, the show ran for maybe a year and a half, something like that, I think. But anyway, I was doing the Cherry Blossom Street Festival in Macon, Georgia. Each year they have booths lined up, and so fellow author Jackie White and I had a booth and would sit on our books. And it was a bright, sunny day, Saturday, and we had our books out, and people would come by. And these two women came by.
Uh-huh.
And I was talking to Jackie, and they were just standing in the front of the booth. We had one of those where it had a tent around it.
Uh-huh.
And they came and they said, you're on the radio, aren't you? And I said, yeah. And they said, yeah, on that show on Friday. And
Yeah.
I said, yeah. And this one woman said, say it. And I said, say what? And she said, you know, say it.
I'm scared.
I said, I don't know what you want me to say. And she said, what you say at the end of the show.
What did she want?
And I said, see you, St. John. And they went, ha! And just ran off. Didn't buy a book or anything. Flash forward 20 years.
Oh, boy.
And I get an email a few days ago from St. John.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I've attached an email I got. And it was from this guy. And he said, I hate to bother you. He said, but I had something in my mind and I just can't remember it in detail. He said, but you used to do a radio show with a guy on Fridays. And I can't remember his name, but I love the way he signed off.
What is it with these people?
And so St. John wrote him back and said, I think you're talking about Jackie Cooper, and we've stayed friends and blah, 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 blah. And he said, you know, I hope that's the information you want. And the guy writes him back and said, I used to hear your show when I was driving to work or driving home for lunch or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he said, it was always on at the right time. And he said, I hope now when he talks to you, he signs off in the same way.
If you don't, you need to start, because these people are going to be disappointed if you don't.
20 years later.
20 years later.
And I tracked him down.
Jackie's so popular.
I tracked him down. He is a preacher. He worked at a publishing company in Macon back during that time. But he's now a preacher, and he lives in North Carolina, Tennessee, or something like that. And we're now Facebook friends.
No, that is hilarious. That's such a Jackie story.
Isn't that a
if I've
Jackie
ever heard
story?
one. I mean, come on.
My friend Deborah Roberts, who is from Perry, Georgia, and is, on so many shows on ABC, but she has a new book out called Lessons Learned and Cherished.
Yeah.
And it's about school teachers, and we were both excited. She sent you a birthday wish.
She sent me a birthday wish. Thank you, Deborah. That was so kind. And I'm so excited that you got to visit the lovely Perry, Georgia just recently, right?
Yeah.
And she
But she grew up here, so.
She lives in New York. She visited a few days ago, and she got to go back to her old stomping grounds at the high school that she went to. and it was on the news, and I enjoyed watching it. So yes, thank you, Deborah, for the birthday wishes.
And this is a good chance for you to thank the people who flooded you with birthday wishes.
Yes, thank you, everybody
I
who
mean,
wished
seriously.
me a happy birthday. There were so many of you. I wish I could thank all of you, but there are quite literally too many. So here's my blanket statement.
You have
of
a
thank
cohort.
You. I have a cohort here on
A
YouTube.
cohort of people who
On
wish
the
you.
internet. Very
And I
kind.
do wish her much, much success with her book,
Yes.
Lessons Learned and Cherished. And she interviews, I think, I haven't seen it yet, but she interviews a lot of people about their favorite teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go check that out.
Would you have one?
Maybe. I'll have to think about it.
Okay, think
I'll
about it.
let you know.
Let me know. Get back to me.
I'll get back.